front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Paul George, Maxey out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the 4-man position. Kuzma outside. Three-pointer. And Grimes pulls it down. Now Philadelphia with it. Yabusele. No good from outside. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. From deep. The shot that time not on target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For 3, Maxey. Giannis with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Lets the 3 fly. Another shot. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
George's shot is off.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
He sends it home from three-point land.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Lopez, the screen on Maxey. And Lillard puts up a deep 3, and the Bucks miss again.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
That 3's off the mark. And here are the 76ers. George for 3, gets a second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
To the inside. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Oh, got a piece of it. All by himself. Embiid passes to Grimes. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Lets it fly. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Buries it from 3.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Here's Yabusele. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. George passes to Grimes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Bucks trail by 3. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Maxey. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Maxey's got 6.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. And it's Maxey missing. And so Trent will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's George for 3. Maxey knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
The Bucks trail by 3. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And it's Lillard, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Back to Kuzma. Trent on the wing. From the arc. Sinks the tray.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Edwards out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Doughton into the point guard position.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Prince. Here's Portis. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Portis has gotten his first points in this one. Green against Oubre. Drummond for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside Porter. Three-pointer off the mark. The Sixers trailing. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The shot by Drummond, no good. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Portis with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Nails it from beyond the arc. Portis has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Out to Oubre. It's stolen by Green. Here's Sims. He's covered by Oubre. Portis a screen. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Porter. Off target from outside. 76ers trail by 4. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Outside, Green fires the three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McCain. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Bucks have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And another miss by Milwaukee. Ball stolen. Pass to Porter. Green against Oubre. Back to Porter. Jacks up a 3. It's tipped. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Puts up a 3. Doughton, no good. And the Bucks shooting a low 30% from the floor. Green, the pass to Porter. Out to Portis. Cuts off the pass. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's McCain. The Sixers with another miss. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Portis with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Prince can't hit. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. A nice shot by McCain.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Porter with it. No points so far. Pass to Green. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Drills it from deep. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
The 76ers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. A nice shot by McCain.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Outside Porter. Oubre with a steal. Can't get it to drop. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
From deep. Grimes' shot is off. The Bucks trail by 6. Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez with his first shot attempt. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And he makes it on the layup. Maxey's got 11.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Here's Lillard driving in. And the dunk by Lillard.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Trent right side. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. For the tie. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Here's Milwaukee. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Lillard finds Lopez. Trent with it for the lead. Paul George pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Here's Trent. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Drives to the hoop. George for 3. Embiid passes to George. The kick out to Maxey from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the lob. Oh, George with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Nails it from 3. And now a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
That's on the D there. You gotta chase Maxey off the three-point line.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Ali. A tight game here in Milwaukee. Maxey surveys. Down low. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Lopez.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, got that one up quick. Trent's got 9. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
These teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Kuzma. Brent is checked in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Damian Lillard. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes a first. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Both shots good from the stripe.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2-point game. It's Prince on the wing. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Portis, right side. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Edwards out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Doughton in the point guard. Brents, the pass to Sims. And here is Green. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Out to Portis. Inside. Outside. Green. Pass to Prince. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. The Sixers trailing. To the inside. Edwards. And that one is stuffed right through. Oh, this one is turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Oubre against Portis. Knocks it down from distance. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Pass to Drummond. Outside Edwards. The 3. It's deflected. And here is Green. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Prince. Back to Portis. Outside Porter. Into the lane. Yep, that one's good. Porter's got his first points of the game.
And this is why you can't let Porter Jr. get a lane, because he's going to run all over you.
And here's Edwards outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Porter. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Porter. Pass to Prince. Wide open. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Driving to the basket. To the left wing. Here's McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
They're coming right at you. KPJ playing with intensity.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Here's Yabusele to the wing, right side. Philadelphia with another miss. Antetokounmpo surveys. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Grimes. Kicks it to George. 3-pointer, no good. Milwaukee has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Trent's shot is off. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. And Milwaukee shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Hits a 3-pointer.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had for 3.
Here's Grimes. No good on the triple.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Kuzma for 3. Sinks it from distance.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grimes. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Grimes. Offline. So Milwaukee wins it. This one was in the alley. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now Lillard after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Giannis kicks to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark. And here's Phoenix. Booker outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Booker against Lillard. A 3-ball. The rebound by Richards. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Pass to Dunn. Beal dishes to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer is right on target.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Now here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Beal gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 6.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. The three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Lillard. Kuzma, left side. Pass to Lopez. Wide open look. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Suns shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Now here's Durant. Shoots the three. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Outside, KD. Here he goes, and finished off by KD.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Lillard from outside. Trent outside, takes the three. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Trent's got his second bucket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Done outside. They get it back. Here's Richards. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. From deep, Trent, and another three for Milwaukee.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. Shoots over Lillard. Booker's shot is good.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
No good there. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Bucks up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in its small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And here is Allen after the three-pointer from Bobby Portis. Jones for three. Sims with the rebound. Bucks leading by 6. It's Prince on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Bol finds Martin. Off target with his three. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Yes, that goes in. Prince has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
Martin against Green. Here's Bull. Outside Martin. 6 to shoot. Back to Bull. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Prince outside. And Bull pulls it down. Suns trail by 12. Allen right side. Can they get it? Phoenix no good that time either. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Prince the pass to Portis. Porter kicks to Prince. And a wide open look for Portis. It's good from long range. Portis has got 6.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Bull, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns trail by 12. Plumlee finds Martin. Plumlee with a screen on Green. Martin wide open. He fires. No good on the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Outside Prince. Jacks up a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Here's Bull. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 15-5 run here. They kick it out to Green. Back to Porter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Pass to Sims. Plumlee with the steal. They get a hand on it. Portis, the pass to Sims.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Bull can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Sims. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Spins. Jones kicks to Plumlee. Back to Jones. Bull is screen on Porter. Jones in the post. Porter's there. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Bucks ahead, up 19. And now, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
For the half-court shot, run line. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3, the small forward.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
And here's Booker from the arc. Offensive rebound, Richards. And Beal kicks to KD. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. KD's got 6.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Down low, Beal with the steal. And here comes the break. Booker with it. Lillard picks him up. From outside the arc. Durant, no good. Milwaukee leading by 20. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one's good. Durant.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Dunn sets a screen for Durant. Dunn kicks to KD. Richards passes to Beal. And here's Booker from the arc. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Here's KD. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Trent outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dunn. Carries it from 3-point range.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
There's the triple. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got 12.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Booker, no good.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Trent gets the bucket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Inside, the kick out to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He got it up. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
3 points.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Porter. Bobby Porter's out there with Green. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Suns trail by 15. Bol is screen on Porter. Jones from outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on a 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Porter against Jones. Porter kicks to Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Porter with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Porter, no luck. Suns trail by 15. It's deflected. Jones, the pass to Bol. Off on the layup. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Prince, that's for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Porter inside. Defended by Jones. Prince wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Portis. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Jones with it. Now guarded by Porter. Bol. Rebounded by the Bucks. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From past the arc. A shot by Sims. No good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Outside, Porter fires from deep. And Bol pulls it down. Suns trail by 15. Allen for the 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the inside. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. They get it back. Back to Bol. 3-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Green. From deep. The Bucks getting another chance here. Portis kicks to Green. From deep 3-point land. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Launches it. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Suns trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bobby Portis.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Allen left side. Hands it from downtown.
For three.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin against Green. For three, Portis. Plumlee with the rebound. Portis against Bull. Beyond the arc. The shot that time, not on target. Portis, the pass to Green. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
here, Doris, with a lot of experience.
Yeah, you get the understanding from coaches that veterans win for a reason in this league. They're not going to be surprising each other. They're going to understand it's about execution and making shots, playing quality defense, something about playing with teams that have experience.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the 3. The kick out to Maxey. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Embiid from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Dunn, the pass to Booker. Screen by Durant. For 3. And Booker hits from deep.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
George drives in to the wing on the left. Takes the 3. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
No one covering. Booker's got 6.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us and the U.S. men's national team.
Maxey finds George. Back to Maxey. The 3 is up. Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Dunn outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
The 3, George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Beal outside. Booker for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Counsel no good. And here are the Suns. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. On the wing, Durant. Outside for Booker. Let's go with a 3. And Beal hits it from deep.
No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Maxey against Booker. Yabusele. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Richards with a screen. Fader on the way. Offensive rebound. Beal outside. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. Beal's got 6.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Maxey. And the shot goes in.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Maxey against Booker. Dunn outside. Here's Richards. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Embiid. Kicks it to George. For 3, Maxey. Durant pulls it in. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Embiid's got space. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Durant, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Maxey, that's good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The Suns have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Booker against Maxey. And he lobs it up. Here's Council. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Philadelphia on top. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Grayson Allen, Mason Plumlee out there with Bol. Then there's Cody Martin, and it's Jones in at the 1. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
BA, his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Drummond with the screen, and here's Oubre from the arc, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Left side Jones. The 3. Oh, no good. The Sixers trailing. Drummond passes to Doughton. Drummond, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Jones feels it out, fades. And McCain pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Oubre can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And he's going for the lob! And he lays in the alley-oop pass. And the Suns lead by 1.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Doughton, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Martin, the pass to Allen. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
A minute 53 left in the first half. Clock at 6. For three, Allen. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Oubre. Pass to Doughton. Lets the three fly. On target from range. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Bull. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Martin outside. Pass to Allen. 52 seconds left in the second period. That one's off. Still out of sync. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Doughton. This one for 3. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. McCain. Offensive rebound. Pass to Doughton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
15 seconds left in the first half of this game. Drummond with the ball.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
For 3, Allen. And that's not going to go. And so it's Philadelphia leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
We've got George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Maxey, that's good.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Maxey against Booker. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Here's Yabusele. Kicks it to George. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Embiid a screen on Booker. For 3, Maxey. Richards pulls it in. Suns trail by 7. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Booker against Maxey. With some arc. Booker no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to George. Now here's Embiid. Covered by Richards. Embiid passes to George. 4 on the clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. And it's Maxey missing. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Durant inside. Maxey covering. Durant's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 7. Fires from deep. Maxey, that's good. Maxi's got 13 now.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Pass to George. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. In transition, here come the Suns. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Here's McCain. Allen defending. Here's Doughton. Off target from three-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Allen outside. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Philadelphia with another miss. Suns trail by 6. And it's Bull with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Edwards. Here's McCain. An easy 2 on the layup. McCain's got his first 2 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Plumlee a screen on Edwards. The 3 is up. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to McCain. Oubre against Plumlee. Oubre passes to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Doughton. And the 76ers get it back. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that's just an excellent possession from this team. When you set up Andre Drummond down low, you're going to either take contact, get to the foul line, score it. So productive inside.
Plumlee up top. Drummond with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. In transition, here they come. Drummond passes to Oubre. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fires for 3. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. And the jam by Drummond.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And as we end... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the small forward position. Durant with a screen on Maxey. For 3, Booker. The offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. Dunn outside. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Here's Booker. Durant with a screen on Maxey. For 3, Booker. Oh, yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Maxey attacking. Now here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge.
Down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Booker looking around, and Booker gets double teamed. Here's the three, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Embiid inside, defended by Dunn. Counted.
2 strong points from Embiid. His MO is to own the painted area.
Here goes Booker. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Here's Embiid. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Durant with a screen on Maxey. Booker for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Outside Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
1:51 left in the final quarter. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. For 3, George hits the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Oh, the slam! Get up, Devin!
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the 76ers.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And what a huge performance it was for Joel Embiid.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Beyond the arc. The Suns clear it. On the wing, Durant. George defending. And the Suns get it back. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Done. The pass to Durant. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And here's Trent. Here's Giannis. Buries it down low.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Outside for George. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lopez passes to Kuzma. Lillard outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Four on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Trent can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
In the corner, George with it. Kicks it out to Maxey. Pass to Council. George with the screen on Trent. Lets the three fly. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lopez passes to Lillard. Fades away. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Lillard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. Knocks it loose. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Maxey. Embiid wide open. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To halt the run. Giannis with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers with not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Bucks trail by 3. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots. From past the arc. Again, Giannis missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Another miss by Philadelphia. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Takes a three. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for two.
And so he hits both. Pass to Trent. No good with the layup. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers ahead, up 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Prince out there with Porter. And it's Green. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kept alive. Drummond dishes to Oubre. Here's McCain. The offensive rebound. The Bucks trail. And Porter, here we go. Picks it out to Prince. This one for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Snatched up. They kick it out to Green. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Doughton passes to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Kicks it out to Prince. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. No one covering. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
Portis against Edwards. Porter passes to Portis. Over Drummond. Outside, Green. The Bucks working the ball around. And Porter, here we go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sims kicks to Prince. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the middle. And Drummond throws it down.
And even with the defense that close, Drummond's going to find a way to get the bump and earn that whistle.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast breaks.
Hits the three-point bomb. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Porter, no luck.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Prince, the pass to Green.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Offensive rebound, and it's Drummond missing. Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. It's Porter outside. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Sixers ball.
Philadelphia has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
On the wing, Green. Porter in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Sims. Green kicks to Prince. On the wing, Porter. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And here's Prince outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, you got to keep feeding him. Tonight could be all about royalty with Taurean Prince.
Edwards, that's good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here's Prince outside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
22. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
They've got Paul George. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Council in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Good! Giannis from deep.
Well, the defense now better pay attention. If Giannis is hitting threes, those pickup points have to become higher.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
For the lead, it's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 3-pointer, Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The 76ers with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Really slow start offensively.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
And it's Council missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Trent gets the bucket.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good with the triple.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Lillard against Maxey. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Yabusele. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Babushele's got 6 points in the quarter.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy and be always ready to deliver.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The 76ers lead. George with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking to get it going. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. And Lillard kicks to Kuzma. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And it's Council missing. Council's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Paul George with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The 76ers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. The half-court bomb falls off target. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
On deep, Trent. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Trent. A 3-ball. Doesn't go that time. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 4. And will return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Kevin Porter. Green is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Prince, and it's Sims in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Portis the screen. Prince wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Good on the bucket. Porter's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice pull-up J there by Porter, keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The first free throw is good. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Shot from the inbound, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
The 76ers leading by 9. Yabusele passes to Embiid, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now off the inbound. Onto Kumbo, no good.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
George against Lopez. Here's Yabusele. Embiid kicks to Yabusele. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Yabusele's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Launches a 3. Got a piece of it. 3-pointer. No good on the shot. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Giannis. Drives to the hoop. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
And that one's good. Lillard. The 76ers leading by 8. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
That's his second personal foul.
Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Yabusele. And the 3-ball is good. Yabusele's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for Philadelphia.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Outside, Maxey, 5 to shoot. Lopez with the steal. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And yes, it's good.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. You get out in transition there.
Maxey into the lane. Now here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Lopez against Embiid. Jacks up a 3. Lopez grabs the board.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Council. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. And here's Giannis from outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
First team foul.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the free throw, no good. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Embiid against Lopez. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. Count it!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offense.
expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez, Lillard and Trent Jr. in the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Here's Lillard, and it falls all over the rim and in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Lillard against Booker. Dunn outside. Launches a three. Giannis with the rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer, and when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Okay, thank you, Allie. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Lillard's got 5 points.
Just a big-time answer from Lillard. He competes as hard as anyone in this league.
The Bucks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Giannis with the jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Booker. On the wing, Durant. 4-3. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
Bucks ball.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Dunn. There's the three. And Durant hit from deep. Durant's got his second basket.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trent from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Booker. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. He's got 9.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
And it's Lillard penetrating. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Launches it. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Richards. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Got a piece of it. And the big finish by Giannis.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Booker from outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Trent with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Kuzma. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Now here's Durant. Shot clock at 5. To win the run. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Booker. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And here's Lillard. No good on the buzzer beater. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Green, then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Sims in at center. For three, Allen, pure from three-point range. Allen's got himself on the board with a three there.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
A clear look for Green. Plumlee pulls down the board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Bucks leading by 8. Here's Portis for three. That shot is off. Right side Jones. Plumlee, a screen on Porter. Jones from outside. Can't hit that one.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And then Portis with the dunk.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Porter. The three ball. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 10. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win. Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Jones. Still no points. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Porter gets the bucket.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Jones feels it out. Cash money on the open jump shot. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Porter against Jones. The three from Prince. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Prince has got 9 points in the quarter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Plumlee passes to Martin. Three-pointer. Allen can't get it to go. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 14-5 run. The three from Prince. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Milwaukee
almost converts despite the contact.
These are his first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
At the line for your Suns, Ball.
And the second free throw is good. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Porter against Jones. Fades and shoots. Porter's shot is off. Suns trail by 16. Outside Jones. Here's the three. Hits the trifecta. Jones has got 5 points.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Porter. Out to Portis. Over Bull. And another miss by Milwaukee.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
For three, Allen. Allen on the wing. The three. Drains the the triple. Allen's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The three from Prince. And it's Martin with the rebound. Martin's got his fourth rebound in this one. For three, Allen fires in the triple. Allen's got 9 points now in the quarter. 19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Porter. Puts up a three. And so that brings the first half to a close. Milwaukee out front, up 7. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Durant out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. The Bucks leading by 7. Now Lillard. He's got 5. Lillard drains the outside shot.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Booker against Lillard. Pass to Richards. Now here's Durant. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Trent for 3. Excellent D there from Booker. Suns trail by 7. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with a ball dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
It's Booker on the wing, defended by Lillard. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Booker finds Beal. Back to Booker. And here's Durant. Pass to Booker. Durant with a screen on Lillard. Here's Booker on the attack. Back to Durant. And the Suns get another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Beal. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. Damian Lillard picks one up. Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
It doesn't matter where Beal is on the court. He can flat out score and puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The drive by Antetokounmpo.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. What balance from Booker.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Lopez passes to Trent. Takes the 3. Richards pulls it in. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. 2-point game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. For three, Durant. Done. The pass to Booker. Tries again. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 3. The Suns need to get off a shot. From downtown, it's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Trent from long range. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
It's Booker on the wing. The kick to Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
For the lead. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done. But now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Kuzma's got 6 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Bucks. Trent with room to shoot. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Porter in the post. The 3 from Prince. Drills it from deep. 12 points for him.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
For 3, Allen. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Bucks on top. They're up by 6. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Bobby Portis. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Green, and it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Suns trail by 6. Allen outside. They grab their own miss. Jones finds Martin. Here's Bull. Suns keep it alive. Launches the 3. No good on the shot. The Bucks leading by 6. Let's go with a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Allen. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
The 3 from Prince. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. On the wing, Jones, defended by Portis. Jones drives in. Clock at 6. Allen outside. 4-3. Rebounded by Green.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Portis' shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Allen draws the double. Martin, left side. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Martin. To the middle. Stolen. Here's Prince. Outside for Green. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul of the game. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Sims. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis. Trent, he's checked in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Lopez can't hit. Suns trail by 3. Booker looking around. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on Brook Lopez.
There is no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Trent outside from behind the arc. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Durant with a screen on Lillard. Here's Booker. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Second personal foul.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Lillard with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Lillard. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Booker against Lillard. Outside Durant. Out to Beal. Here's Dunn. Richards, the pass to Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Pass to Prince. Out to Lillard. He takes it in. Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Durant with a screen on Lillard. The kick to Durant. Pass to Richards. Left side Durant. Back to Richards. Lillard pulls down the board. And here are the Bucks now. Antetokounmpo with it. Richards picks him up. The three. Here's Lillard. Oh, gets the three to fall.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Pass to Lopez. Fires away from way outside. The shot won't fall.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks. All right, Alec, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid, Abusele out there with George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Council in at the 2 spot. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Maxey against Booker. Shot clock at 6. Driving the lane. KD finds Beal. Knocks down the 3-ball.
We talk about guys with pure stroke. Beal's in that discussion.
Here's Council. He's covered by Beal. Outside for George. The tray. They get it back. Maxey with it. He's picked up by KD. Poke loose.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Booker against George. The drive by Booker. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special talent in Embiid. Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
Embiid, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Beal drives in to the left side wing. Richards. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Embiid from outside. Rebound by the Suns. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Out to KD. From downtown. It's hauled in by George.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thank you, David. Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Offensive rebound. Booker finds Beal from deep. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release too. Incredible combination for him.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Beal the pass to KD. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. And the 3 off target. George with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Here's Maxey. The Suns getting the bucket. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
Suns leading by 3. Booker, right side. Outside for Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Abusele passes to George. Embiid from outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. The Suns have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. KD, a screen on Maxey. Outside for Durant. Booker outside. Clock at 4. Here's Dunn. They grab their own miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Taking 2 shots.
And Richards drops them both. Here's Doughton. 3-pointer. Traps in the tray.
Jeff Doughton. 3-point field goal.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Kelly Oubre. Edwards is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's McCain in at the 2.
Bol, more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Here's Doughton. Bol making his last shot. And finish off by Oubre.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Jones kicks to Bol. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Bol's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix. Philadelphia shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And Edwards with the stuff.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
Now here's Allen. Nothing on the board. Lets it go with a 3. Bol can't hit. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's McCain. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And here are the Suns now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Clock at 6. Bol dishes to Allen. Fires the 3. Oubre against Bol. For the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bol's got 8 points. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Here's Jones. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Driving to the basket. They swipe it. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Plumlee with the steal. And here's the fast break. Back to Bol. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Philadelphia on the break. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Doughton passes to Drummond. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's just a 3-point Suns lead.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Jones in the post. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bol. to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For the finish, Edwards can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And Bull pulls it down. Suns leading by 5. Outside, Martin. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Bull. No good on the 3. For 3, Oubre. You can't get that one. 3-pointer, Martin, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Bol Bol.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Phoenix leading by 3. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Here's Yabusele. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. No coverage that time. George has got 8 points.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent 3, George adds a lot to this offense.
KD on the wing. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Embiid. Hasn't made one yet.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Booker. Booker hammers it home off the drive.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Suns leading by 7. Pass to Beal. To the inside. Richards. Back to Beal. Out to KD. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Here's Yabusele. Here's Council. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Council's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Booker finds Beal. Durant sets a screen for Beal. Outside for Durant. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 7-point differential.
I've got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Durant with a screen on Maxey. Outside Durant takes the 3. That doesn't go either for KD.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Outside, George. Pass to Maxey. Fires for 3. The shot by George, no good. Suns leading by 5. Here's Dunn. Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now, Booker. Paul George missing from long range. Outside for Beal. From outside the arc. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Council. The rebound by Richard. Richard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And now Philadelphia on the break. Oubre, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Oubre's got 5 points so far.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's Cole. Phoenix, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Now, here's Bull. 10 points for him, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Plumlee with some nice D. On the wing, Jones. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The shot missing, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Downton in at the point. Now here is Martin. Pass to Bull. Back to Martin. Bull finds Martin from the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound. 76ers trailing. Here's McCain. Allen defending. Oubre outside. Edwards with the screen for Oubre. Here's Downton. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's Drummond with the jam.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Martin wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to McCain. Oh, here's Edwards. Here's McCain. Another shot. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Downton. And he comes up with the deuce. Downton's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones in the post. Pass to Bull. Driving inside. Plumlee, and play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Well, he's got a distinct stroke. That one almost dropped.
Dunn passes to Richards. Beal with it. Outside Durant. There's the three. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one. Out left of the wing. Here's Council. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Booker outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
At the line for your Suns, Devin Booker. 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Older. David.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple. Make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Kept alive. And the dunk by Embiid.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here we go, one-on-one. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Done outside. Beal deciding where to go with it. Outside for Durant. Here's Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And they're running. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been.
2nd team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands,
and he comes up big.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And here's Booker from the arc. They get it back. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Beal can't get it to go. Here's Council. And the dunk by Embiid.
Assisted, Council.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
3 from the inbound. That shot missing. So the 76ers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,